Welcome in, everybody. You are here with CJ on the reaction. We are live streaming on twitch.tv, CJ Manning 7. It's Friday night. We start 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today we have Notorious B.I.G, the intro, and then we'll get into the first video, the first song off the album. This is a new series I'm going to start. It's going to be going through Notorious B.I.G's rap albums. So we're starting on Ready to Die for this first week. We're getting into the intro and the first song on the Ready to Die. So we're going to hit that intro and then we're going to get into these songs. For anybody that knows me, I am a Biggie fan. He's my favorite hip hop artist all time. He's not the GOAT, but he's my favorite. The list goes. My list could go different ways depending what you're talking about in hip hop. But overall, I just love Biggie. He's my favorite when it comes to hip hop. So that's why I want to do this series on its own, and we'll be dropping at least one song a week as we go through the albums. And then after we get through both albums, which will take us a while, we'll go through and try to find some freestyles that were out there. If we don't double up, we may do we might do some of the remixes and whatever we could find out there, because there's a lot of music out there. And I don't know if I'll do the third album since it was already, there's a lot of other artists on there, and if we do a lot of his other stuff, we'll hear a lot of it out there with some of the freestyles and stuff like that. So we might not do that third album, but we are definitely going to go through Ready to Die and Life After Death. So we got the intro right now, and then we'll jump into the first song after the intro. So just bear with me, guys, and here we go.
Come on. One more time, here goes. I see the head. Come on. Yeah!
So the one thing I do like how they started this off, it's kind of like giving you a preview of what the music was for that time frame. So you're talking early 70s when he was born. Then we're getting into, I guess, like the mid 80s, early 80s when he's like a teenager. And you can hear the music change, and then the conversations and what he's doing within that time frame. So I like how they laid out the intro to this. This is my favorite album, and the only reason I won't put Life After Death as my favorite is because there was just too much they put onto it. So you had some tracks on there that probably weren't his greatest works.
understand what a hell of a man. hip hop, you don't stop. Rock it out, baby, rubber to the boogity bang bang, the boogie to the boogity beat. Now what you hear is not a test.
God damn it, what the fuck you doing? You can't control that goddamn boy. What? I just saw Miss Johnson. He told me he caught the motherfucking boy shopping. What the fuck are you doing? You can't control that guy. I don't know what the fuck to do with that boy.
What the fuck do you want me to do?
If you can't fucking control that boy, I'ma send his motherfucking ass to a group home, goddamn it. What? I'll smack the shit out of you, bitch. What?
And I like how he used like Diddy at the beginning. Now Mom sounds like it's Little Kim. It's just nice how he used everybody within that he was able to use for this too.
What? I'll smack the shit out of you, bitch.
Take
What?
my black ass,
What the fuck? You
coming in here smelling like flower sauce, you dumb motherfucker.
So now he's in his teenage years.
You wanna rob the motherfucking train, you crazy?
Yes, motherfucking right. Nigga, it's 87, nigga. Is you dead, bro?
Yeah, nigga, but nigga, this is motherfucking.
We need to get some
train, ain't
motherfuckers.
nobody never robbed no motherfucking train.
Man, is your mother giving you money, nigga? My mom don't give me shit, nigga. It's time to get paid, nigga. You with me? Motherfuckers, you with me?
Yeah, I'm with you,
All right,
nigga.
then, nigga. Let's make it happen, then. All you motherfuckers, get on the fucking floor. Get on the
87. I was 10 years old, man. Whew. Man, that takes you back. And I remember the music back in 87.
All you motherfuckers, get on the fucking floor. Get on the motherfucking floor. Get on the motherfucking floor. Don't move, nigga. Jury, shut the fuck up. I'll throw your motherfucking brains out. Nigga, give me your jury. Get up off that shit. What the fuck you holding on that shit for, bitch?
Then you get into the 90s, Snoop Dogg. Listen, at this point in time, Snoop was the man. I mean, I remember when Deep Cover came out, the movie, and hearing Snoop for the first time, that song was the bomb. And then Dre dropped that Chronic album. Woo! That's all I knew was Snoop. Then Snoop dropped his Doggy Style album. Oh, man. I was all about Snoop back then. All about it. Hopping, stopping, hopping like a rabbit.
Open C-74. Small.
Let me walk you to the door. So how does it feel leaving us?
Come on, man. What kind of fucking question is that, man? I'm trying to get the fuck up off this joint, bro.
Yeah, you'll be back. You niggas always are.
Hey, man. What the fuck is you hollering about, Holmes? You won't see me up in this motherfucker no more. I got big plans, nigga. Big plans.
So that was the intro. We are about to head into the first track. Things done changed. So, this is one of the albums, when I first heard it, I was able to listen to it all the way through. No skips, no nothing. It was a time where I started enjoying music even more because, you know, I was an adult now. When this came out, it was like I was right there at the senior year of high school, and then coming home from me being in basic training and stuff. So this was like, most of these songs were like my anthems back in the day. To be able to listen to this whole album all the way through, nonstop. So you guys remember back in the days like that? Because it's even worse now than when he was talking about it back in the 90s, mid 90s. Because now they definitely blast. They don't even think about fighting no more. In fact, the only way they fight now is on the keyboards. That's how they fight. And then when they get mad and frustrated on the keyboards, guess what happens? Now they blast, right?
Remember back in the days when niggas had waves, Gazelle shades and cornbread, picture pennies, honeys had the high top jellies, shooting skelly, motherfuckers was all friendly, lounging at the barbecues, drinking brews with the neighborhood crews, hanging on the avenues. Turn your pages to 1993, niggas is getting smoked, G. Believe me, talk slick, you get your neck slit quick.
Just think about it. Even now, as adults, we done changed our lifestyle so much. Society has changed a ton, where we're not outside like that no more. We ain't hanging out like that. And I blame a lot of this on technology that's really messed us up right now, where we just sit in the house and want to be on our phones, just sit at home watching TVs. I mean, you see what he's talking about, sitting on the block, just chilling, hanging out, then having barbecues. I mean, yeah, we still do barbecues here and there, but it's not like back in the day. I can remember at least every couple weekends in the summer, we used to have a barbecue. Now, I don't even want to go outside to think about a barbecue. It doesn't help that here it gets about 1,000 degrees in the summer either. That doesn't help.
Turn your pages to 1993. Niggas is getting smoked, G. Believe me. Talk slick, you get your neck slit quick. Cause real street niggas ain't having that shit. Toting text for rep. Smoking blunts in the project always. Shooting dice all day. Waiting for niggas to step up on some fighting shit. We get hype and shit and start lighting shit.
So for all the city folks, how many of y'all sat in them project hallways shooting dice? Y'all still doing that in the cities? I remember going to New York, man. I didn't like it. Being in them projects, they didn't smell right going through them hallways. They did whatever the heck they wanted to in them.
Up on some fighting shit, we get hype and shit and start lighting shit. So step away with your fist fight ways, motherfucker. This ain't back in the days, but you don't hear me though. No more Coco, Levio, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All of this to me is a mystery. I hear you motherfuckers talk about it, but I stay seeing bodies with the motherfucking chalk around it. And I'm down with the shit too. But the stupid motherfuckers wanna try to use Kung Fu. Instead of a Mac 10, he tried scrapping slugs in his back end. That's what the fuck happened.
That's like bringing a knife to a gunfight. Why you going to use some Kung Fu when they shooting, bro? That's all that reminds me of, bringing a knife to a gunfight.
Motherfuckers wanna try to use Kung Fu. Instead of a Mac 10, he tried scrapping slugs in his back end. That's what the fuck happens when you sleep on the street. Little motherfuckers with heat wanna leave a nigga 6 feet deep. And we coming to the waist to make sure the crying and commotion ain't a motherfucking fake. Back in the days, our parents used to take care of us. Look at them now, they ain't fucking scared of us. Calling the city for help because they can't maintain. Damn shit's done changed.
And is that the problem too? Is it because we were so rough in our time frame that we're afraid to let our kids out? I mean, it makes sense in a sense. Like, was it that rough now that we have kids? We have to keep them super protected because we didn't know how to act when we were younger. Kind of scary, ain't it? How we do it, how we kind of messed up everything for our kids coming up, and it ain't getting no better. Because I think about it, even though when I was coming up, I wasn't locked up. I was brought up in a decent neighborhood. I didn't have a whole lot of stuff going on that made me stay in the house. But at the same time, I wasn't that bad with my kids because we tried to stay in the better parts of the neighborhoods if we could, when we were able to. So they didn't grow up in danger. But at the same time, you think about what he's talking about, and this stuff actually was happening, and it's just not getting any better. And I know it was probably rough, right, DJ General T? Growing up like that? Like, you keep your kids protected, wouldn't you? Not to go out there, to keep them away from that type of lifestyle? In a sense, yeah, I see that a bit, my youngster, because, yeah, there was a lot of babies raising babies. And, but on top of that, but that's been going on for a while. That ain't nothing new. That part is not new. Babies raising babies. It's just, I think what happened is, instead of babies raising babies, like, let's just say back in the day, way back in the day, like the generation before us, I'll say parents were more willing to help their kids raise those kids if they had a mistake happen, and they'd raise that baby like it was their own baby. So the baby grew up thinking it was like the mother was the sister. You know what I'm saying? So parents were more willing to take care of their grandchildren, whether they hid it or they really wanted to take care of them. But nowadays, you're right. It's even worse. I think at times, babies raising babies, and the kids don't know what the hell they're doing. Let's be honest. We ain't know what we were doing when we first started raising our kids.
Back in the days, our parents used to take care of us. Look at them now, they ain't fucking scared of us. Calling the city for help because they can't maintain. Damn shit done changed. I probably have a key knee deep in the crack game because the streets is a short stop. Either you're swinging crack rock or you got a wicked jump shot. Shit, it's hard being young from the slums eating pasta.
Listen, guys, this is one thing I got to say. And what he's saying is so true in a sense, but I am not one to say we don't have opportunities. We do have opportunities, but all of us aren't presented with those opportunities. I think that's the sad part. But we all have opportunities. It's just not put in front of us, and we just don't know about them sometimes. But it's so true, most kids in general. I'm not just going to say black kids. I'm not going to say the minorities, but if you live in a projects or a lower developed community, because it's not just projects, because you could look into white neighborhoods, you got trailer parks where it's a mixture of all kinds of people, where the only way they see their way out is sports or being crooked. And being crooked sometimes is the easiest way out, isn't it? And you're right, Ma. It's I don't know. Society sucks. Like if you're sitting there in the middle, like middle class is really a poor class because there's no help for you, and you just have to figure things out. I believe it, DJ General T. And you know, at least at one point you had some type of support, especially from the government. But now, you have to be super poor, or you have to make a whole lot of money to be able to. And I'm not even saying super poor to be able to live good, but you'll get more help if you're poor compared to somebody like me and the wifey, where we're not rich, but we're not okay either at times. We're struggling, but because of our income bracket, we don't make it for certain programs that would give us a little bit of stability. Just a little bit. It's not even like, we go around looking for a handout or anything, because we'll make it. It's just sometimes that little bit of help could always help out.
From the slums, eating 5-cent gums, not knowing where your meal's coming from. And now the shit's getting crazier and major. Kids younger than me, they got the sky grand pages. Going out of town, blowing up. 6 months later, all the dead bodies showing up. They make me want to grab the 9 and the shotty. But I gotta go identify the body. Damn, what happened to the summertime cookout? Every time I turn around, a nigga getting took out.
Hey.
Shit, my mama got cancer in her breast. Don't ask me why I'm motherfucking stressed. Things done changed.
Ain't that the truth, man? Things done changed, and different stresses put so much pressure on your back. It seems like every time you turn around, there's something else going wrong, especially when you're in the struggle.
Done changed.
So that was the notorious B.I.G. Things Done Changed, and like I said, Biggie Smalls is my favorite hip hop rapper. The reasons for it is, one is the storytelling ability he had during his time. I think he's one of the best storytellers that I've ever heard on the rap game. Makes it very easy to listen to. The way he's able to, his voice is like an instrument on the beat, so he could flow very well when he's in his pockets. The way he rhymes, just everything. It was just like refreshing to hear when back in those days for me, to hear him rap the way he did and the flow he had, then the storytelling on top of it. And when you listen to him, you can actually understand what he's saying. So these were all pluses for me on reasons why I enjoyed him the most. Not that he was the best lyricist, not that he had, anything spectacular. I just like the overall projects he put together. And I think where he got a lot of people was his flow and his storytelling. So like I said, we will be going through this series throughout the weeks. We'll at least do one song a week from the notorious B.I.G. So we'll get into track 3 off the Ready to Die album next week. So I appreciate everybody coming through on the YouTube end. Catch the next reaction video within the next day or two. If you ever want to come check us out on the live reactions, where you'll see them all at once, we're on twitch.tv CJ Manning 7, and we go live 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Fridays. So, and if you guys have any requests, leave them in the comments. And if you enjoy the content you're watching, subscribe, hit the like button. All the support is appreciated. And we'll see you on the next reaction video.